Yep, that is right. Periera and Ankalaev are fighting on Saturday. This Saturday, I'm super excited. However, I am not excited because, well, for starters, man, Pereira, he's coming back, but a show out. You know, any Pereira fight is going to be a good fight, no matter what. However, he's facing Ankalaev, and Ankalaev, I'm gonna be completely honest. I never found him impressive at all, no matter what. It's the narrative that the media puts on him is they make him seem like he's the next dominant Dagestani in the light heavy division. He's gonna dominate everyone, but then got subbed by Paul Walker. He got subbed by Paul Craig in the last 10 seconds of the fight. They still look at him as a dominant Dagestan fighter. And honestly, man, I honestly have Pereira winning, but at the same time, in the back of my head, I think Ankalaev is going to pull this off by snooze fest or by ground and pound stoppage. Because, man, look, I like Periera, but I'm not going to be like biased bullshit or whatever. I'm not going to be biased at all. And I'm just going to say straightforward, he does not have wrestling. Periera honestly does not have wrestling. And I'm going to be real. Ankalaev, wrestling is overrated. But here's the thing. When you compare them to the rest of the Dagestans like Khabib, Islam, Umar, his wrestling is overrated, bro. He just lays and pray. His wrestling is overrated. However, he's at the light heavyweight division, which is a division where it's complete, utter booty. Skill-wise, bro. Periera just makes these guys look like bums because of his kickboxing skill. Ankalaev make everybody's ground game like doo-doo garbage, bro, because of his skills. This is like a yin and yang. Periera, the best striker at light heavyweight. Ankalaev, the best grappler at light heavyweight. I know he's not a grappler. Ankalaev is not a grappler. He's mainly a striker. However, whenever he gets hurt with like the likes of Diego Santos, who got left hooked, he just out grappled Diego Santos. With Jan Blachowicz, he was getting his feet fucked up. I know feet lovers will hate that fight because they're seeing the precious thing getting demolished. But after that, he out-wrestled Jan Blachowicz for the rest of the fight for 3 rounds and made him look like a joke on the ground. Jan Blachowicz couldn't do nothing on the ground. 2 years since that fight with Jan Blachowicz. So obviously, his ground game should at least be top tier at this point. However, the way he defends his grappling, he relies on a good guillotine and honestly hammer fist while defending a single leg. If Ankalaev want to be smart, he gotta mix up that grappling. He gotta mix it up. He's gotta have Periera guessing what is he gonna shoot. Is he gonna try to grapple with me or is he gonna try to bang with me? He should have that. And I know a lot of people in the media, I swear to God, bro, they all make Ankalaev seem like he's the grappler. He's a grappler because he's from Dagestan, but he's not. He's a striker. He just has grappling at the back pocket just in case like shit going left field. So obviously it's like, fuck, man. It's like, if Ankalaev really wants to win, he's got to mix it up, bro. He's just got to mix it up on the ground. If Adesanya was able to out-grapple this fool, Periera, then it's like, oh, man. It's like that fight kind of exposes him and makes people like not respect him as like a guy who's going to last in the UFC because of his grappling. That's the reason why, because it's the Adesanya fight. And with Jiri as well, Jiri is not a fucking grappler. He's a guy who understands the grappling fundamentals and is honestly can like get out from there. Yet he's able to out grapple Periera, which is like, damn, man, because like you can see it. You can see Ankalaev really just take him down, man. You can just see it. You want to know something too? If Periera decided to shoot against him, he's not gonna get him on the ground because Rockridge was shot on Ankalaev at UFC 308. He shot at him, shot for a takedown. That man Ankalaev spun around and defending that takedown like nothing. I'm like, man, Periera's not gonna do nothing on the ground with this guy. He's not gonna do nothing. He's mostly gonna do more work on the feet. And honestly, I want to see Periera win. I want him to chin. He gotta chin him in the first round. In the first round, he gotta chin him. Other than that, he is fucked for the rest of the fight. I'm being serious. He is fucked for the rest of the fight. He's gotta chin him because Ankalaev, man, I can see already. He might say if he does survive the left hook or like something that drops him. He's gonna survive that round, and from there on, he's just gonna wrestle. He's not gonna bang. He's just gonna wrestle from there on. Because he might be dumb for the first minute, but the moment he gets clocked, it's when his common sense just overdrive everything, and made him snap back to reality and realize, hold on, I got wrestling. I can out grapple him. Let's just work with that from there on. On the feet, he's not as impressive, but on the ground, that's what I'm more worried about. He's not like Khabib level, but he's got the ground game to work. And honestly, man, this is gonna be a good fight because you never know what's gonna happen in the first round. You never know. You never know, man. You just never know. You just never know. And man, I hope this fight can become a war or can be one-sided. I know people who love Periera are gonna hate the fact that he's gonna get out grappled, or people that like Ankalaev is gonna love the fact that he's out grappling Periera. But to me, it's like, man, this could go either way, man. Periera could knock him out in the first round, or he could get out wrestled for the next 4 rounds and get ground and pound, man. Honestly, the most realistic scenario is really Periera getting out wrestled, man. It's like, it's just there. It's like, I don't want to gas up Ankalaev's grappling at all. He's not the great grappler compared to the rest of the Dagestan, but at the light heavyweight division, he is a dominant grappler because the light heavyweight division grapplers are honestly ass, and a lot of top 5 in the light heavyweight don't even got the grappling compared to Ankalaev's. However, you compare Ankalaev's grappling to the rest of the division, like the lightweights or the bantamweights, fucking awful. But a light heavyweight is gonna work because those guys, skill-wise, are not the best. They just rely on power. They're basically slimmed down heavyweights.